So, without further ado, let us welcome to the stage Mero Technologies.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Cole McDonald, and this is Nathan Ma, and we're here with Mero Technologies, and we help enable intelligent cleaning solutions. The washroom, not often a place you think of until you really need to. I worked in property management. I know how hard it is for companies to keep restrooms clean. Because the fact is that 70% of customers will actually change the opinion of a business based on an unsatisfactory restroom experience. And for those cleaning a washroom, it all starts with filling out forms, just like this. So our janitor, his name's Chris, is over here. He's filling out one of these forms right now. It takes forever. He has to do it for every single step that he accomplishes in the restroom. In fact, up to a quarter of a cleaner's day is taken up by filling out forms. It's a huge waste of time. They're often wrong, and they only catch issues after they happen. So our competitors try to solve this issue by taking the forms, like the one Chris is completing right now, and putting it on cleaners' mobile devices. However, this just complicates a cleaner's already complex workflow. And see, it's a huge issue. $23 billion is wasted annually as a result of lost wages due to cleaners filling out forms. There needs to be a way to automate this so that cleaners can get back to what they do best, and that's cleaning. And here it is. Mero is the first smart sensing technology to completely eliminate the need for forms in the restroom. Our patent-pending sensors install discreetly into a building's existing dispensers. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to install one of our sensors right now. So I've got our sensor right here. And I'm going to get our cleaner here, Chris, to install it into our paper dispenser. So all Chris needs to do is open up the dispenser, similar to how he changes product already. And all he does is affix the sensor to the top of the dispenser. From there, our sensors automatically communicate to our cloud platform to deliver some powerful features for cleaners, like supply notifications. So cleaners are instantly alerted of cleanliness issues right to their mobile device. But we also provide some powerful features for managers as well, like automatic time stamping. So managers know exactly what their cleaners are cleaning in a restroom. And we also provide cleanliness predictions, using the power of artificial intelligence to look at historic cleaning data to make accurate predictions on where cleaners need to be. Now, Mero not only optimizes a cleaning team, but it provides significant cost savings for supplies as well. In fact, Mero-enabled buildings are estimated to save $120,000 every year in supply savings based on a 15-story building. Now, the data from our sensors come down in two ways. First, with our Mero Alert product, which is a powerful SMS-based platform for cleaners. All cleaners need to do is look at their mobile device and instantly get cleanliness alerts right here, all without an expensive data plan. Next is our Mero Dash product, which is a powerful predictive analytic tool for managers, so they can see things like the cleanliness of all the washrooms that they service, with what we call the Mero score. We can also make staffing predictions and look at equipment health. And we've got a live demo of our Mero Dash product right here. So our go-to-market strategy targets buildings with large fluctuations in traffic, like conference centers like this one, stadiums, and healthcare facilities, where Mero can do some incredible things like monitor hand washing compliance and look at the levels of hand sanitizers, ensuring patient safety.
Now, we'll reach our customers through a direct sales model, which allows us to be in full control of the marketing, selling, and branding of our product. And there are two major forms of revenue. First comes the hardware installation, where we will be in control of the install, servicing, and training for the sensors. In order to scale these installations, we'll have a network of Mero-certified smart building installers around the globe. But the real value comes in the subscription to our software platform, where we charge a monthly per-user fee. Now, and we're generating a new market with this product, which is what makes it so enticing. The IoT is becoming commonplace throughout North America, and in the next 10 years, it will be in more buildings than not. And we're projecting a $1.42 billion market for this product, This is assuming a 10% market penetration of all public washrooms in Eastern Canada. We've generated some serious traction with this product. We've engaged pilots with 2 commercial cleaning companies, one local here in Kingston and one with international spread in over 20 countries. And we've also been accepted to and attended Batch 6 at the Hardware.co Community Accelerator in Berlin, where we engaged with industry partners such as Deutsche Bahn and Audi for potential paid pilots in their manufacturing facilities. Now, our customers are cost-sensitive consumers, and expensive dispenser systems don't fit in their budgets. Instead, a system like ours that makes use of a building's existing dispensers makes the most sense. Our competitors like Torque and Kimberly-Clark produce smart dispensers, but they come at a heavy upfront cost of $600+ per dispenser, which makes no sense for building managers, not to mention the downtime associated with closing their washrooms to install new equipment. Our indirect competition, as we mentioned before, attempts to shift forms onto phones, but this is not addressing the problem at hand. Now, our early adopter pricing model is as follows. For a typical 2-sink, 2-toilet washroom with 10 sensors, we're going to charge a $200 upfront installation fee with a $15 recurring monthly fee per user for a 42% yearly net margin. And to visualize this further, we use Yankee Stadium as an example. At Yankee Stadium, they already have 765 fixtures ready for install of our sensors. They're already spending $180,000 per year on cleaning. For just a $30,000 investment into our platform, they're going to save $72,000 in supplies in the first year alone. And this is not even including savings on efficiency and customer satisfaction. This means that these sensors are going to pay themselves off by the 5th month for a first-year ROI of 144%. And we have a competent and dedicated team ready to take on this challenge. Cole, my co-founder, is part of the QICSI program here at Queen's University, and he's also worked for Oxford Property Management, one of the largest firms in North America. I'm part of the Master of Entrepreneurship and Innovation class of 2017, and I've also worked in finance overseas in Southeast Asia. And Chris, our lead developer, is also part of the QICSI program here at Queen's, and he's worked on hardware and software integrations in the past. With just $10,000, we've been able to generate the traction that I've talked to you about today. We've generated 2 pilots, developed a minimum viable product, and attended an accelerator overseas, attracting the interest of investors both domestically and internationally. With $30,000 today, we're excited to be able to continue our growth, hiring on 2 more engineers, one for hardware and one for software, so that we can develop our V2 product to go into our customer trials. This is going to allow us to develop a white paper to communicate the ROI of our platform to our current and future clients. Looking forward to the future, we're very excited to continue our product expansion beyond the washroom and achieve our goal of developing a customer package product that we can send directly to our customers to install themselves. We've already validated a market for this product, and we're very excited to continue our growth. We'd love your help to help us achieve our vision of being one of the only technology startups associated with cleanliness. We're ushering in a new era of cleaning, and we're very happy to have shared that with you today. Thank you very much.
Nice work. That was well done. Tell me a little bit more about the sensor. Does it fit in other fixtures rather than just the paper dispenser? And the second one is how do you generate so much savings on supplies?
Yeah, so our sensors, they work with, obviously this is just a paper dispenser, but we do paper and soap. There's 2 SKUs, so there's 2 different products there. They both cost us around the same amount of money. The savings on paper really come in because right now, based on our research, a cleaner is throwing out around 30% of a roll every time they enter in a restroom. And that's because they start on the first floor and they have to change product whether they need to or not because they can't afford to go back. So with our sensors, we're actually changing the way that cleaners do their paths so it's more efficient.
Great presentation. I'm wondering, have you guys thought about or have you done an integration with other property management software? to your dash?
So that's one of the things that our pilot customers has asked, and actually we're unique. You know, again, this is the advantage of being a startup and being able to be nimble, is that we can provide APIs that actually integrate into you know, their existing processes or applications, which is another thing that the big players can't do.
Can you speak to some of the other applications that you see your sensor working in?
Of course. So two very interesting companies have approached us. One is a large hospital in Canada. They want to use our sensors for just any kind of liquids because they see a big play there. And I talked a little bit about hand washing compliance and hand sanitizers. That's really important to them. We've also been approached by a large pest control company in Canada that wants to install our sensors in things like their rat traps, for example, so that they know when to change out their traps before a customer has to make a call and get them switched out. So there's some very exciting opportunities there, but you know, our team knows the washroom and the complexities of that the best, so we're going to start there.
And where do you plan on manufacturing these sensors?
So right now, we manufacture here in Kingston, in-house, but we're going to need eventually to go to offshore manufacturing in China. And there's a couple of hurdles that we need to go through first, such as like regulatory approvals and PCB design and stuff like that. But it's definitely something that will happen.
Are you working towards patenting the sensor technology?
Yeah, so right now it's patent pending.
Okay.
And we're working, you know, with our legal team as fast as can.
Love your concept, Uber for the bathroom. It's
Thank you.
so I envision, you know, the cleaning professionals, instead of being able to start on the first floor and working their way up, you're just going to go from first to third to second to fifth and up and down. But I think it's pretty cool. Certainly, I think there's a lot of once you perfect it, definitely looking at other areas where you can take advantage of the technology and implementation. Really don't have a question per se. I do think what's interesting is, although your competitors can all try and come up with an alternative, you're really agnostic across the board. So you can go into a facility at a much lower cost, which is probably the big advantage.
Mm-hmm. And just to build off that point, I think seeing what other applications there are in terms of property management, so you don't necessarily have to go cross markets and you can just sell more to the market that you're already developing your sales process in, would be a good place to start.
Sorry to harp on this, but so the cleaners do more than just change paper. And so are they now going to change their whole schedule and kind of so a sensor on floor 17 goes off, they're going to run up to 17, change the paper, do the whole bathroom, wipe down everything, and then a sensor on 3 goes off and they're going to run down there. It feels like you're saving paper, but you're paying more in labor. And I think labor is more expensive than paper. So are we really going to save money with this?
And that's why we like to target high traffic areas. So for example, a stadium, like Yankee Stadium, the one we said, it's a huge problem where not so much of cleanliness, like when you've got hundreds of thousands of people in a stadium, you don't really care, you know, it's not the cleaner's top priority to make it clean, it's making sure that all the stock's there. Because that really matters to consumers, and that's what all the big players say. You know, Kimberly-Clark, they put out a statistic, they say, it doesn't matter how clean it is, as long as there's stock, your customers are gonna be okay. And so that's why we kind of go from that angle.
Further questions? Are you okay? Yep. Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.